Welcome to Everything Eichler. I'm your host, Fred Eichler, and this week we are still in Louisiana boat fishing with Nick and his family from Midnight Blue Boat Fishing.
Oh, he stoned him! Nice shot!
Well, if you saw last week's show, we were having an absolute amazing time boat fishing for redfish, sharks, gar, a little bit of everything. This week, we're gonna jump it up and we're going after sharks, stingrays, and we're gonna do some fishing and we're gonna try and jug, basically, some big sharks. Well, I've been an avid boat fisherman for a very long time, as you can see by some of these pictures. I grew up boat fishing with my dad, and of course, I took my boys out boat fishing when they were little, and they still boat fish with me today. But we've taken it that next level. I enjoyed going after the big stuff. I enjoyed boat fishing for alligators, sharks, stingrays, mahi-mahi, barracuda, you know, the big fish. And I actually had an opportunity a few years ago to be the first boat fisherman to literally shoot a striped marlin with a bow, and we jugged it, which was super exciting. I knew there was no way I could hold on to a marlin, so we literally had it attached to like shock cord from spear fisherman guns, you know, the kind of stretchy cord, to floats, bullet floats, so it wouldn't like pull the arrow out. An absolutely incredible adventure.
Hungry.
Got him.
You got it. Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
Thank
baby!
you.
I went with my buddy Larry, took kids, and we had an amazing time. Not only did I get one, the first guy to do it, which was pretty exciting. We had some special permission from the government and went with a guy that took us out to literally show this as another way to enjoy not only the outdoors, but bow fishing on big game. But my buddy Larry also got a marlin as well, which was pretty incredible. But now we're with Nick and the crew from Midnight Blue, and we're gonna go out and do something pretty exciting. We're gonna jug line sharks.
We're on the floating party bar, and we're heading out to an island to go shoot sharks, stingrays, catch some fish, basically have another pretty incredible fisher out here with Midnight Blue. So, you guys excited? Trent's got his Daisy Dukes on, which are gonna be renamed Trent Dukes. Me and Blair rocking the super white legs, very sexy, but we're excited, it's gonna be fun. What's kind of cool is Nick's, they're rigging up some shark lines with big floats. It's almost like jug lining for catfish, but they're doing it for sharks. So he's got bait, check that out. So you got a big heavy weight, you got a mullet on there.
Got this weight to keep the jug standing straight up. And then we got a weight on the bottom of it.
To keep it from just floating off.
And when a shark, I did already. And when a shark gets it, instead of him just dragging it for 10 miles, he's pulling against a 10-pound weight, and
So
it'll
helps
tire
slow
him
him
out
down.
a little bit quicker.
And a strobe light on the end,
Yep.
so you can see the
At
flashing.
night.
Oh, that's
That water's crystal clear too. Look at that string going down.
Look at how clear.
Oh
my God!
Oh, it's a dolphin.
The dolphin came right underneath the boat. Did you see there's another dolphin?
When we got there, after we put some shark lines out, which was amazing, just in and of itself, just putting the shark lines out, learning a little bit about it. We had multiple schools of dolphin coming around. I don't know if they're a pod, a school, I don't know. A bunch of big fishes went cruising around us, and there were dolphins, and it was amazing. They were like right next to the boat. They were rolling over and looking at us. I'm trying to talk to them. You know, I grew up watching Flipper. You know, I was trying to talk to the dolphins, but it was really fun. We also were gonna cruise around a little island, and we were gonna go after sharks, we were gonna go after stingrays, and the other guys wanted to do a little bit of surf fishing off the island.
So I'm up on the upper deck. see Trent and Nick's son Nicky down below there, and we are literally pulling up the island. We've got dolphins swimming all around the boat. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I think Mike Palmer's gonna do some surf fishing, and I'm definitely gonna get in the water and see if I can do some bow fishing. This is awesome.
Well, as soon as we pull up to the island, there's sharks and stingrays darting around, and we're losing our minds. Like, it's a scramble to get bows. Literally, we run up front, we're launching arrows at fish, and we are having the time of our life. The sharks are deeper than they look. They were actually probably 2 to 3 feet deep, and trying to judge the water refraction was pretty dang tough. But at one point, I don't even remember who, I don't know if it was Lauren or Mike or Trent, but somebody shot right underneath the shark, and it came flying out of the air. Absolutely crazy, but it was fun to watch.
Oh, you! Oh, send it, and he shoots. Oh, you! He jumped my string. Oh, he stoned him! Nice shot! I think you got him good. Dude, nice shot. Yeah! Woo!
So then it's time to get in the water and do a little bit of surf fishing. Now, I just saw a ton of sharks swimming around. I really have no desire to get in waist deep water and try and catch some fish. But those guys were all about it. But I had to tease Mike as he was getting into the water, and I pretended there was a huge shark. But Mike, well, let's just say he knows me way too well. And he was like, just give me my stuff.
Oh, Lord, do you see that shark? Holy
Come on and
give me that thing.
So then Trent and Nick take off, and they're gonna cruise the island along the shore looking for sharks and stingrays. Well, what's funny is it wasn't until they come back, we spot a stingray, and we're like, Trent, it's right there. He's on the other side of you. Turn to your left. He's right there.
He's coming toward us, right to your right. Right to your right, right to your right. Straight in front of you.
In front of you, 10 foot.
Going closer to shore, going to shore.
And Trent's having a hard time seeing it because of the glare in the water. Well, finally he spots it and makes a great shot of this stingray.
Right in front of you, right there.
Good shot.
Pull, don't let him get around the anchor rope.
You'll notice that Trent does a little fast little sidestep there because he didn't want the line to wrap around his leg, and he didn't want a stingray barb in the calf, which I totally understand.
Don't let him hit you with that tail. Let's go. Nice job.
A lot of people don't know this as well, but not only is shark really good to eat, but stingray wings are actually really good as well. They actually taste similar to scallops, and some people will punch them out, skin off the top and bottom, and cook them just like a scallop. We'll talk about an adventure. We're out there having an absolute blast, and all of a sudden, this huge storm rolls in. It wasn't on the radar, it wasn't planned, it just blew up.
Woo! That's a good one.
So all of a sudden, literally there's lightning hitting all around us, and it was a little sketchy there, but it's all part of the adventure. Well, we couldn't really move anywhere. The boat pushed up against the island, which was great because we were getting pummeled with rain. We're watching lightning hitting around us. But then Nick's like, we gotta get this boat pushed off the sand. So we all bailed out and pushed the boat off the sand. There was a point where we felt the water tingling a little bit. Pretty sure the lightning was getting pretty dang close. But we had a pretty amazing light show, and it was nice weather. We were just all wet.
It was a great time. I had a blast. I had awesome people around me, so I love you. Have a good life. Send it.
We're with Nick and the crew from Midnight Blue, and we're gonna go out and do something pretty exciting. We're gonna jug line sharks. I've never done that. I've done it with catfish, where you put a jug, you tie a string, you put some bait down there, and then you check and see if your jug's moving around and if it has a catfish. Nick has got a new way to do it, a different way to do it with floats, a big weight on the bottom, a hook, and he said, Fred, sometimes we got to go up and shoot these sharks because they're trying to take off. Sometimes you've got to put an arrow into them, but it's a pretty big adventure. I was like, that sounds awesome. I'm all about adventure, and so is my whole crew.
Good one.
Well, Nick was carrying 22, so for safety, we were popping a few of the sharks before we brought him on board, which was a pretty dang good idea.
Man, look at that guy, Nick.
That is awesome. So pretty awesome. Been bow fishing. Those guys were catching redfish and trout, and we were shooting them with a bow. And those guys sent out some jug lines and caught a pretty dang good sized shark that is gonna be delicious. That's awesome, man.
Hey, another shark.
No way. That's another. Unbelievable. Dude, that's unreal. We were 4 out of 6 on the lines. And that's why
3 back to back.
That's why they changed the regulations out here. Used to be you couldn't keep sharks. Now it's unlimited because a lot of the commercial guys were having a hard time ripping nets and all kinds of stuff. Beautiful sunset. Dude.
Beautiful weather.
Midnight blue, we've done it all. Bow fishing at night, bow fishing in the daytime, fishing, and setting out lines. And we haven't even done the gator hunt. And you guys have a pretty incredible gator hunt too.
We're gonna have a good time there.
Well, we go out to check the shark lines and another storm starts rolling in. So Nick's like, we might want to get the gear up kind of fast. Well, that sounds all great and good until you've got a 7-foot shark on the end of one of your lines and it's just hooked barely. And so his son Nick, he's like, grab a bow. So then it's a cluster to get a bow, get an arrow in this fish. So we shoot the shark. As soon as we shoot it, the hook pulls out. So then we're fighting the shark on the bow. It was awesome.
Dude, that's a big shark right there. Holy cow, nice call on putting an arrow in him because that hook pulled out.
Oh yeah, that hook pulled out.
Yeah, Nick
right
said
after.
he's just hanging. We got to get an arrow in him. Good call.
Getting these big sharks in the boat is a chore. And you're also trying to watch your ankles, your feet, your toes, your calves, because some of them were pretty good sized sharks.
Good. You get another one.
Well, this other storm is moving in, lightning's starting to hit all around, and we're grabbing these lines so we can get the heck out of Dodge, or out of the Louisiana water.